Well, you may well have developed a template for your design practice, and in that template drawing you might have a whole list of useful things for jobs that you would use consistently across jobs. You might have some standard symbols for the existing trees to be removed, some north points, sliding door symbols and so on, a series of hatched areas indicating some sort of legend. If you use lines with different patterns in them, use a gas line running through there, irrigation line and so on, you might have all of those in the template drawing. And when you switch to a tab, a named tab down at the bottom, you go into layout space. In layout space you'll have the logo for your design consultancy. Here's another layout that doesn't have anything in it yet, but it's in tall view or portrait view. So let's zoom extents there. Notice that all the information in the template, in model space in the template, shows in this particular window and doesn't in this one. Let's zoom extents. The reason being, if I double click in the floating viewport, see how I've moved the floating viewport off to the left. Let's display the floating viewport again, come back to the A3 portrait, double click in the middle. Now we can move that portrait view over here and then display it on the layout. And so there's the floating viewport. We might want to make its colour a light grey, but we now need to add our title block to the corner. Let me just escape from there. Your title block will be a separate drawing. Let's switch to it via the window here. Here's the title block drawing, and notice that if I start the line command and line again, it should start at a point down here. I'll try again. I'm getting ahead of myself. It should say start the line at 0, 0. So you can see 0, 0 is the bottom right of that title block. The reason to do that, I hope you'll see in a moment, when we switch back to the template, we want to put a title block down. So it's already part of the drawing, so we can go blocks and find our Spare Thoughts title block small and insert it into the drawing. And notice how, because we made coordinate 0, 0 the bottom right of it, we can pop it down like so. I can put it anywhere convenient. So right click and zoom extents. So there are now two layouts. Let's make another one. Let's make this for a larger sheet. Format the new layout and new here. This time we'll pick A2 and we'll go in landscape view. We'll do that. And I'm in the habit of trying to click in here on the left hand side and give it a meaningful name. A2 layout, A2 landscape, and hit enter. That burns it in with an OK. So there's we now have 3 layout tabs. We go into model. We'll develop the drawing in this space here. Let's just put, for the moment, a circle in. Just put a circle there. It should appear as it does. It should appear as it does. But here we don't see the circle. We have to go through that same step. Double click in here, zoom out a little, and move our floating viewport off so the symbols that we're carrying in the drawing don't show. So now I can come back here and remove the circle. So I hope you can see you can follow the same procedure again and put the title block, put the title block down in the right corner. Later, as you develop the plan, you might change that name. It might be A3 Landscape Concept or A2 Landscape Details.